Anybody there? Hey guys, thought I'd do another live stream and hook up with you, see what's happening with the community. New gear for this live stream, so I want to talk about the mic I got. I got a little boom for the mic. It just sits right above me, and you can see there it is. So hopefully I sound a lot better and you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Give me a little thumbs up or something. Get that out of the way. But what else I got? I got a couple lights. I moved the studio to my kitchen because back in the back room it was just so confined and small. I didn't want to sit in that little spot, and it was hot. And plus I can stand up here. It's nice to be able to stand up and walk around, stretch my legs, move a little bit, you know, have some fun. Let's see, I got the boom mic, microphone, the lights. Oh, I had to get an adapter for my iPhone to make the microphone work. And I hope it's working. Could one of you write me a little text that says you can hear me? That way I can know everything's working real well. I didn't have a whole lot of time to test this out before I went live. But let's start out with this morning. I was having coffee this morning and just doing some work out on the lanai with the laptop. I look down and there's a big peacock walking right in my driveway. And so I run and rush into the house real quick to grab my phone and get some video of him, grab the tripod, set it all up, went down there, set up the tripod and the phone, and got it on slow motion. And by that time he had walked off. So I had to walk all the way back around and kind of walk behind him to push him towards the camera so I could get him on the camera, because otherwise he just would have walked off and known no better. But I was trying to deliberately get him in front of the camera so I'd get some nice slow-mo shots. He was beautiful purple. I'll put a little short video out about my peacock morning this morning. It was pretty fun. So that'll be interesting, see how that turns out. I looked at some of the clips and seeing him up close, because I was able to get him real up close to the camera. And he's a beautiful bird. I call him Jaja. And he showed up just over the weekend. First time I've ever seen him. So I don't know where he came from or if he lives in the neighborhood and has never come down towards my house, but he showed up over the weekend, then showed up again this morning, and I wasn't gonna miss it. So down at Makou Point, any of you been down to Makou Point? Beautiful place, beautiful crashing waves. The wind was blowing hurricane style. It was hard to get any audio that worked, but I was able to manage. But this was last week's video that I put out, Makou Point. Shot it with the iPhone, and I think it turned out pretty well. While I was there, got a couple shots of these guys kicking back on the rocks, watching all the waves come in, and got a beautiful shot from behind them and of this tree that was out in front of them. And then I had to go up to him and ask, you know, is it all right if I use this footage on a video? And he said, no problem. We do YouTube and internet stuff and Facebook, whatever. Gave me his card. So I got his card and emailed him a little video kind of montage of what clips they were in. And they just loved it. It was fun. He wrote back and just said, what a surprise, and really appreciated me taking the time to put together these little clips, because they're from Honolulu and only here for a few days. So they were real surprised to see a video come from me and kind of a little snapshot of their trip over here to the Big Island. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up. Got a good thumbs up from someone. Appreciate that. So I was going to talk about the parks in Hilo. Snorkeling at Richardson Beach Park and Carl Smith Beach Park. Like I said, it was easy entry in there. Bunch of colorful fish. And the neat thing about Carl Smith Beach Park in Hilo is there's 3 big turtles that frequent there and live there. One is named Radar, and he has a big scar on his shell on the back, so they say he got hit by a propeller or something from a boat, and then they took him to Oahu. I don't know what they could do to his shell to help him out, but I guess he just recuperated there in Oahu. And by the time he was healed up in Oahu, they let him go after a while because he was all healed up. And he swam all the way back to the Big Island from Oahu, right to Carl Smith Beach Park where he lives. So that's pretty cool that he knew where he was in that big ocean and crossed from Oahu to Maui and then Maui over to the Big Island. Radar, it's quite a story for that guy. And if you're ever at Carl Smith Beach Park, definitely go and see the turtles. But you want to stay back, give them at least 5 feet. But they're friendly, they're used to people. If you're standing there and the turtle's around, he'll swim right up to you and just push off with his fin on your leg. And there's not a lot you can do when that's happening, but you definitely want to give them space and not bother them or harass them at all. And then Richardson Beach Park has a nice grassy area and a little beach out in front that you can access the water. And once you get out in the water, it's kind of a whole protected bay to where you can snorkel real easy. I've snorkeled there a bunch and saw turtles and fish and enjoyed just hanging out on that little beach at Richardson Beach Park. It was a fun one. And then another thing I love to do in Hilo is go to Liliuokalani Park. And if you get it on the right morning on a blue sky day, the ponds are just flat. They're just flat and it's like a mirror. So if you get it worked out right to where you can get the trees and the sky and the clouds reflecting off the water, it's just amazing. And it's a sight to behold, and I wouldn't miss it if you're in Hilo and enjoying the east side of the island. And then to go over to the river park just on the other side, same thing. It has these pedestrian bridges where you can walk over, look down in the water and see the fish swim by. Occasionally there'll be a turtle swimming by. The back part of Wailua River State Park is for fishing, so you can't really do any paddleboarding or anything back in there. I got in trouble one time. I was looking at the fish on my paddleboard and just cruising real slow and going back up into the Wailua River Park there, and didn't even see the signs because you have to go underneath the pedestrian bridge, and didn't even see the signs that say, you know, no paddle boards or whatever go beyond this point. But I just cruised right by it because I was looking around in the water and just enjoying the surroundings, and went back up in there. So I turn around, take pictures, hang out a little bit, and start coming back out of Wailua River, and there's a truck on the side of the road, 2 guys sitting there, rangers, and they're like, "Hey, you can't be back there." And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know, I'm sorry. I'll get out of here." And they were pretty good about it. They didn't bother me too much and harass me too much, but they definitely let me know that I was in the wrong area to be paddleboarding back in the park there. But I got some great shots. The reflections off the water were amazing. You've seen them in some of my videos. that's my main focus, is to give some people a glimpse into Hawaii that probably will never come here. And I think it's fun to get some of the messages from them about how much they appreciate seeing the beauty and support me in what I'm doing, because it's a lot of work editing and going out and shooting videos. Some of my favorite spots, like beaches, I don't know if any of you have been to Makou Point. It's on the Kona side of the island, on the west side. But you go into Kikahakai State Park, you park there, and then you hike out for about, I would say, it's about a 20-minute hike, 25 minutes, depending on how quick you're walking. But it is the softest, fluffiest white sand you've ever seen or walked through. And not many people go out there. And you can have it all to yourself. I've had it all to myself, or just with the people I was with. This was just kind of a trial run on this live stream to see the video quality, sound quality, and the new studio setup in my kitchen. Not too bad. It's worked out well. So thanks for joining in. Talked a little story, and we'll catch you on the next live stream, when maybe I'll do it a little earlier so people can join in. I know a lot of people on the mainland, it's getting bedtime about now. It's only, 7 o'clock here. But when there's 4-hour difference, 11 o'clock at night, not as many people are on. But thanks so much for tuning in. Tune into Life on the Big Rock. Subscribe. Hit that like button. And stay tuned for more exciting videos. I put them out every week, and then I throw little stuff in from day to day that happen, or things that sneak up on me, I guess, and I'm able to catch on video. So I put a lot of little things together and enjoy that. But thanks so much. Appreciate all your support. Aloha, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.